odds of 100 to 1 to win the World Series. They're at odds of 60 to 1 to take the American League pennant and at odds of 10 to 1 to win the American League West. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim officially dropped 11 games in 2016 to finish with 74 wins, missing the playoffs for the second year in a row. Manager Mike Scioscia has been at the helm since 2000 and brought them a World Series in 2002. But the Angels have been to the playoffs just once in the last 7 seasons. If they don't turn things around this season, Scioscia could be out of a job. The Angels feel like they should be better offensively than they are, but they did get some promising contributions from the likes of Kole Calhoun and C.J. Cron. Espinosa could also be in line for a big season after getting traded from Washington. Then you have the anchors, starting with Albert Pujols, who can still hit the ball out of the park. And of course, Mike Trout, who is coming off his second MVP award. Pitching is where the Angels need to get it right, as Jared Weaver, who has been going downhill for a couple of seasons now, signed with San Diego. So who will be the number one starter now? Matt Shoemaker seems the most likely, although Garrett Richards and Tyler Skaggs are good, but not great. And Ricky Nolasco can get the job done in some spots. But the bullpen is a mess, starting with their middle relievers, and while the Angels were 27th in save percentage last year, they enter this year with Cam Bedrosian, Andrew Bailey, and Houston Street all up for the closer role, and no one is taking it. Last season saw the Angels go 74 and 88. They went 40 and 41 at home and 34 and 47 on the road. The team went 69, 83, and 10 on the over-under. Until the Angels fix their pitching, it might not matter how well they can hit. Some players to watch for 2017, Mike Trout can literally do everything on the field. The Angels might as well try and let him pitch. Trout continued to be amazing in 2016, and he turns 26 in August. Trout is just starting to scratch the surface of his potential, and the Angels would be well not to waste it. The fact that he won MVP award despite his team winning just 74 games shows just how good Trout is and can be in the future. It seemed like Albert Pujols is past his injury problems, but he played through a lot in 2016, and the surefire Hall of Famer just turned 37 in January. At some point, a real drop-off is going to hit Pujols, and there's nothing he can do about it, and that could be this year. Matt Shoemaker was excellent over the second half of the season, and he'll be happy to be back on the mound after a fractured skull from a comeback line drive that ended his campaign in early September. He finished with an ERA of 3.88, which would have easily led the Angels if he qualified. And the 30-year-old who is eligible for arbitration next summer will be key to the Angels' fortunes. Houston Street might not start the season due to injury, and Bailey hasn't been a closer in years, so the job is Cam Bedrosian's for the taking. However, he has one save in his career, which came last year, so there could be some tough times ahead for the 25-year-old. For more information and statistics on this event and every other sporting event this week, check out bangthebook.com. Bang the Book is your best resource for sports betting information before you make your weekly assault on the sports books.